rest, but you can't fool me. You can't fool me. You can fool the rest, but you can't fool me. You can't fool me. You can fool the rest, but you can't fool. You can't fool me. You can fool the rest, but you can't. You can fool the rest, but you can't fool me. You can't fool me. You can fool the rest, but you can't fool me. You can't fool me. You can fool the rest, but you can't fool. You can't fool me. You can fool the rest, but you can't.
Good evening, everyone, and this is Pops. I'm just bringing this live. I made a short, like 7-minute video of kind of what I think is going on out there and things I'm a little aggravated about. And I wanted to share some knowledge with you. With no further ado, I'll start playing this video. It's only 7 minutes, and here we go. Good evening, everyone, and this is Pops. There is something strange going on, even if you're not paying attention. You just feel it in your bones. So many things do not make sense. Fuel is at an all-time high. Food is at an all-time high. Housing is at an all-time high. Supply chain issues are at an all-time high. And to add a cherry on top of the sundae, a war in Ukraine with Russia, which could only develop into World War III. Our government is showing us they do not care about the citizens of the United States. They just approved a $40 billion package on top of the $14 billion that we already have given Ukraine. That $54 billion is almost as much as the entire Russian military budget in 2021, which was $65 billion. I got a great idea. There are 30 NATO countries. Why don't each of them kick in $2 billion and the United States kick in $2 billion? That'll be $62 billion you could send to Ukraine. Instead, the United States picks up the tab always. Why do we even need NATO if we're always picking up the tab? This is the question I ask myself. Did you ever imagine in your lifetime that there would be a baby formula shortage in America? There is actually a company that makes baby formula, and they got shut down for, they say, petty violations. They fixed their violations and asked the FDA to come and inspect them so they could reopen and start making baby formula. Well, guess what? The FDA never came. Also, there are law enforcement officers on the border claiming that there are pallets of baby formula getting shipped to the immigrants that are on our borders. So you ask yourself, do they really care about us? I wonder again. There are over 1 million homeless people in America alone. According to the USDA, 41 million Americans face hunger, including 13 million children. Do you think we could use that $40 billion here to feed the U.S. citizens? Of course. One more example of how much our government really cares about us. Now, you may ask, where is all the money going? Congress wants to make sure they fix all the problems in Ukraine, not here in the United States. The most important thing for Congress is to secure the borders in Ukraine, but not here in the U.S. Listen, we're the U.S. We don't need borders. Then they want to fix food insecurity. Not here in the United States, where 41 million people are considered starving and 13 million of them are considered children. The U.S. is going to spend $760 million to fix food security in Ukraine. You heard it, not the U.S. Also, they want to spend another $160 million on a global allocated agricultural and food security program. Because what the heck? The United States, we got enough food to feed the world. We don't need any food here. Let's feed everybody. And on top of that, you know what? Let's send them all baby formula for their babies, because our babies here in the United States, they don't need baby formula. They can live off of love. Then another chunk of the cash is to combat human trafficking, but not in the United States, okay? In Ukraine. See, we have a big trafficking human thing in Texas going on right now, but that's no big deal. Keep opening up the borders, let everybody in. Human trafficking, let it all happen. It's the U.S. Hey, we can handle it. Then there's another 900. I had to almost skip it because I couldn't believe when I seen this. $900 million they want to allocate to Ukrainian people if they come to America to give them homes. But yet we have 1 million homeless people here. So does that really matter? No, it don't matter if we have 1 million homeless people. Let's take care of the Ukrainian refugees first. They're more important than we are, okay? This is what we are facing right now. And once again, I will say this again. Shame on our government. This is a plan by design to bring America, one of the few countries left, with a robust middle class down. And they are getting closer to it every day. It will be as if the rich had their way. The few who have everything and the many who have nothing. Now, I don't want to throw too many numbers at you because it's just going to get crazy. But just pay attention to this. According to the Social Security Administration, 50% of all Americans make less than $33,000 a year. 33% of all Americans make less than $20,000 a year. 58% of Americans make less than $40,000 a year. And 67% make less than $50,000 a year. This means that 2/3 of Americans are making less than $4,000 a month before taxes. The poverty level for a family of 5 is $29,500. Yet half of all Americans make that. Shame on our government. So here's where I'd like to leave off. I want you to Google Republican Kat Cammack, Cammack, as she explains that Border Patrol agents have sent her pictures of pallets of baby formula going to immigrants on the border. So, $40 billion spent for Ukraine, but there's no baby formula for our babies here in the United States of America. Well, that was my little news flash. I hope you enjoyed it. I just wanted to get into how sad it is, because this is what we're facing. And that's basically all I really have to say today. Today I may go on a show or two. I didn't want to do a live panel today, didn't have the energy. But I want to thank everyone for tuning in. And may the Almighty God bless you and your family. And Pops out.